Welcome back to Fallout 3, the Pit. We are here in the Haven, and Ashura just ran out. He's got to go deal with some kind of, I don't know, slave rebellion, revolt thing going on. I think we got a hard decision that we have to make here. So we learned, about the TDC. I think is what they called it, the Trogdolite. I don't remember what the rest stood for actually. Something contamination maybe or something like that. But anyways, TDC. So essentially, it's just, I guess the way they explained it in the game is just a high level radiation mixed in with like some kind of toxins here in the pit area, and that resulted in people turning into trogs. Well, the decision I think we're going to have to make here is: do we side with the slaves and try to free them? We take the cure, or do we side with Ashura? Oh. The mission, let's see, the quest that I got right now tells me find the cure in Asher's palace. I think I know where it's at. It's got to be, what does this say, by the way? You could almost read this, actually. Hey, you really can almost read this. Like, if I probably worked at it hard enough. Something about the Caribbean and Pacific, September 17th, 1787. I don't know. Does that say the Bill of Rights? I think it does. Where the hell are we at right now, anyways? This one's definitely not readable. What's the intercom do? Open desk. We might as well take the rounds and the caps. Okay. God damn it, man. You gotta be like right on top of that thing. Okay. Intercom doesn't work. Alright, well. So much for that. I was a betting man. I would think that Kier's got to be in his bedroom.
Oh, I wasn't expecting Asher to let you into the lab. I'm Sandra, and if I know my husband, he's already made you an offer to join us, right? So you're here to see our little miracle, aren't you? This is my daughter Marie. She can be a handful, but my little angel is going to save the city.
I think I just realized why this is going to be a hard decision. Because I don't think the cure is like a bottle that you carry around. I think the cure is the daughter. Man. Okay. That complicates things a bit. What kind of person are we to steal a kid? Yeah, I think the third one kind of gives it away, but as soon as she said her dialogue about the miracle and saving the city, like it just dawned on me. Like when I first came in here and seen that kid and thought like, you know, that kid's screwed, right? Because we read on the computer that most babies, I don't remember where I read it, maybe it was on the terminal, but pretty much all the babies don't survive childbirth because of what happens. And so after I got done reading that, I was like, okay, well they have this kid here, so the kid's pretty much screwed, right? No. The fact that the kid's alive means that it probably has antibodies or something to be able to combat the disease. So what do we do in this situation? This is good. This is really good writing. I think that's probably what's happening here. Okay. Let's I got a bad feeling this isn't just bring your daughter to work day.
Don't be silly. It's the best of both worlds. As a mother, I love that I can spend all day with my daughter. And as a scientist, it's great to work on something that will benefit the city.
Kidnap the baby and leave. Or leave without the baby. I knew it. You mean that she has a natural and transferable immunity of some sort? Wow. Okay.
Well, this is a nice surprise. Apparently you and Asher are the only other people who know anything about science in this place. Yes, it seems that our daughter was born with a naturally acquired immunity to any form of mutation. It's nothing short of a miracle, honestly. I'm still trying to figure out why, but she may just hold the key to stopping the Pitt's Trog problem. Hell, maybe other types of mutations too.
So, everybody that was watching me earlier today or whenever last time I streamed and I was making my way over here, they didn't spoil it for me, but I think people were telling me like, oh, like, you may want to listen to what Asher has to say or something. And I kept saying like, yeah, I always got to look at both sides of the coin before I make a decision on something, right? I mean, some things naturally just seem bad, but you really got to kind of dig deep and figure out how ethically, how ethical of a choice do you want to make, for something that seems, it's one of those questions you're faced with, right? Where you have, let's see here, the way the question is posed, you come across a set of train tracks, right? And there's two of them. And you got 5 people tied down to one set of tracks, and you got 1 person tied down to another set of train tracks, and you got a train bailing towards them, and you have a lever. What do you do? And I think most people think that, you steer the train towards the 1 person because you have the ability to save like 5 people, right? But that's something that's out of your control. You're making a hard decision in means of a saving. This got brought back up too, and I think it's kind of a dilemma that's occurred when we start thinking about things like when we're the one that's actively doing the like doing it. Like would you in the case like would you knowingly like sacrifice somebody, for the greater good, I guess. But then you gotta determine what's the greater good. You're using your own child as an experiment. Are you worried about hurting Marie?
Oh no, these tests are perfectly safe. In fact, between the crib and her uncanny health, she's probably the safest child in the world. Asher and I would never risk her health. And if that means it takes longer to develop a full cure, then, well, everyone else can wait.
He's probably the safest child in the world right now. Yet, some person that we know nothing about, that literally just wiped out our best fighters, stumbled into lab and without permission came back into the lab with plans to acquire the cure. See, the slaves don't have time to wait for a cure. I'm taking Marie. So what's the likelihood that even if we took Marie, that we would be able to get a cure out of, like how, if I come running back to Wormer and I'm like, hey, I got the cure, right? And he's like, what do you have a baby for? Be like, this is the cure. She has immunity to it. Like what are we gonna do? He's gonna be like, oh yeah, let me just pull out my lab and then we'll extract a cure out of her. I think I mean there's scientists back in the Capital Wasteland that we could probably go visit and be like, hey, do this, but I don't think that's part of the story, right? Somehow this baby's supposed to just magically like fix things. Like what, like coughing on troglodytes? reversing, reversing the degeneration. Is that how this is supposed to work? I don't know. She's probably better over here in some kind of lab where they can at least try to figure out how to, like, how to develop an antibody for the disease, if it's even reversible. Well, all that being said, this is supposed to be a good karma run, and I'm faced with the thing where where it's almost like you don't know what's actually the right decision here. In my mind, the right decision is obviously not leaving with the baby. Yeah, it's a life, but then you got, you have all the slaves and everything. Maybe there's a way where we can just free the slaves without taking the baby. Probably not. They put this is good writing, because it sits here and it makes you question, makes you think. What do you do? Obviously, you clearly have some kind of bad situation going on here with the Pitt Raiders and the slaves and the situation that they're in, and we've seen it. We've been down, we've had to fight our way up to get to where we're at, so we know exactly what they're going through. This is I like the writing with this one. Okay, so I think in my good karma decision, I think we can't take the baby. As hard of a decision as that is, I don't think we can.
You're a dear, but things are well in hand here. If you really want to help, you should probably go deal with whatever had Asher rushing off in such a hurry. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to take care of one last test before Marie's nap time.
Huh. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. That's I like this story so far. This one makes you kind of think. What do you do? You look at this freaking really quick. And it didn't the first time I read this, it didn't even dawn on me to think that the baby was the cure. But now that I read this again, it's apparent. It's very apparent. It's right there. The subject has a natural adaptive immunity. All of the clues were right there in front of me, and I didn't see it. Attempts to isolate the effects have been slow going, due in part to the delicate nature of the testing. The first time I read through this, it just went right over my head. I feel like Drax in fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. Nothing will go over my head. Catch it. Okay. Drug studies, right? Baby monitor. Healthy and well, right? You got a healthy and well baby, and then you come right in here, and you basically, what's TDC again? Troglytic degeneration contagion. That's what it is. Clue number 2. 20% adults will progress further, losing higher reasoning and motor skills. No subjects have ever been able to recover from full degeneration. More tragic is the fact that children born in TDC active areas have a virtually 100% degeneration rate, often becoming feral within weeks of birth. That's clue number 2, right there. Baby is healthy and well, clue number 2. Should probably be feral by now. And cure research. Everything's right here. It's very delicate testing. Natural immunity. Okay. Yep. We activate the crib. Baby Marie is napping peacefully in her crib, safely connected to various medical monitors and wrapped in protective swaddling. It looks like moving her would not go well with the family. Okay. Nope, we're gonna leave her. You rest, little one. We're not that kind of a monster. I'm curious, like how that actually would end. You bringing a baby back to Wormer. He's like, oh, great, that's the cure. Oh, there's the turrets right there. I was wondering. I was like, where's the turrets at?
Mind yourself in Lord Asher's home.
Yeah. We're gonna mind ourselves. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna deal with this out here.
I'm glad you're on our side.
Aren't you supposed to be
Looking for some
outside?
fun?
I've had enough fun. Let's look at the map really fast. Yeah, Uptown, Haven. Alright, here we go.
Thought you could hide, huh?
There you
What?
are.
Seriously?
Die!
Don't let them keep us down!
Man, I gotta side with the Raiders. I feel bad.
Run! We can't win! No!
I've lost karma. I did the bad choice. Man.
Duck! All scabs die!
You know what? Maybe I don't have to actually do anything. I'm just gonna wait this one out. So I don't lose any karma. This felt like a lose-lose situation, you know? At $2.99. I'm just gonna turn my back and act like nothing's happening. Let's see, is this the guy?
You eyeing me?
Man, do not even
What are
test
you
me right
looking at?
now. I am not in the mood. Where we gotta go? We gotta go this way. What is that guy doing up there? Yep, the slaves did not fare too well. I don't think this is the way I'm supposed to go. Hold on a second. Let's downtown. No, we gotta go back to downtown. I'm not gonna be able to show my face over there. They can be like, hey, you! Weren't you supposed to be on our side?
Die! Just fucking die!
Like, well, about that. Things happened. We realized it's not as easy as it looks to get the, hey, Vikia.
For Ash's glory!
Oh, there's a girl named Mona? I don't remember talking to her.
Die!
Second.
Bring back. You got something to say, or you just here to stare at the freak?
Some of my best friends are ghouls.
Ghoul? Who you calling a ghoul? Get lost before I dump you in the river.
Damn.
Had any good fights lately?
Lulu.
Get out of my face.
I thought we were on good terms.
Oh, it's talking to me again.
Yeah. Why are you guys so hostile to me now?
Lulu is watching.
Yeah, she fed me earlier.
Well, if it ain't the devil in person.
Wait, who's,
You want something?
no.
Scram!
Okay, I guess we don't have anything else to do here. Let's go to downtown.
What are you looking at?
Why do I feel as though I've made the wrong choice? I don't know. This one I've had to really think about. Who's this? Squill? Can I not talk to you?
There you are.
I knew I heard.
Die, slave!
Oh, dude.
You're gonna pay for that.
Who's this guy?
Keep fighting! Keep fighting!
Oh, dude, man, he's kind of making it. Oh, he didn't make it.
Get out, slave!
They didn't make it. I don't want to lose any more commerce, so we're not going to join in on all the fun. Oh, what happened to this one's leg? Did they replace it? Man, developers got a sense of humor here, don't they? Okay, well, at least nobody's hostile over here. Oh, I guess there is someone that's hostile over here. Arrgh.
Fucking scab down.
Let's see, where am I going? Who's this? The Trouble Man? Wait a minute. Who's this dude? I want to talk to you. I don't remember talking to this guy before.
It's the end for you. That'll teach you a lesson of me. It's trouble, man.
Nope, he didn't got anything to say.
You don't want to know how
Friday?
Well, now, a grinder made it out of the hole. That hasn't happened in a while. Well, I hope you have some money, newbie.
Oh, she can repair stuff. What did she got? She got
Yeah, sure,
300
newbie.
368 caps, huh? Man, dude, she's got a lot of stuff. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Or is that Mikko? Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. I think I'm trying to finish up the rest of the Pitt DLC here in Fallout 3. It's my first time playing through. Hopefully you're having a good night here. Let's see here. So let's sell cigarettes. Actually, let me buy like all of these. 250 caps. 729 caps. Okay, let's see what we can sell back to him. Carton of cigarettes. Damn, that actually was quite a bit, huh? Oh, glad to hear. So you started playing, let's see, so you really liked Fallout 3 in New Vegas, and you just started playing Fallout 4 for the first time. Right on. I started out with Fallout 4, actually, last year. Last year was my first time playing him. And I kind of went in a really backwards order of playing the game. So I went from 4 to 76, and then New Vegas, and now 3. But I've been having a lot of fun with 3, though. Let's see. It's I don't think I did that right. $54 caps. Yeah, it works right there. Okay, so now she's paying me most of the caps back. What else does she have that I would want to take off of? That's probably good. Pleasure doing business with
You best not be wasting my time, newbie.
I'm not.
Come back.
I got the name.
How do you like
Here comes
Fallout 4 so
Speedy.
far?
Hey, if it isn't Quick Draw.
Bingo.
Bingo? Bingo?
Bingo was his name-o. You know, last time I was streaming, I was just talking about which game to start somebody off with.
You ever noticed that Medea is kinda hot?
Medea's kind of hot. Oh my gosh. Like if I was to recommend Fallout to somebody who had never played it before, like what game would you recommend to them? And a lot of people were saying 3. I think 3 is a natural choice because
Bring back any good food.
because it's like the first one, you know. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save this in a different spot here. We're just gonna do a new save here. So three's a natural one because it's the first one Bethesda did. You know, it brings you up to speed and kind of baselines you about the story writ large. You know, you kind of learn about the super mutants, you learn about like a lot of the factions, you learn about just a lot of different stuff. Not to mention, if you actually go through and do some of the side missions here in Fallout 3, it gives you some of the progenitor or the breadcrumbs, if you will, to Fallout 4, right? Which I didn't know at the time, but after coming back and playing this one, after playing Fallout 4, it's like, oh, you can see how the two are kind of connected a little bit. But from a gameplay perspective, you know, I think some people might not be as turned on about like the graphics or the gameplay of like an older game like this. And so I think for me, like I would naturally probably point them to 4 because I think, you know, it's kind of a good introduction to the series, a gameplay perspective, and how it plays, at least anyways. One of the things I wish that I kind of miss out of 4 was the karma system, which I thought was really good in New Vegas and 3. I really don't even want to talk to her because I did the wrong thing. She's going to be like, why? Why did you not get the cure for us? And I'm going to feel bad because I feel like I let her down. She doesn't even want to talk to me. She just kind of like walked off.
So, I suppose you signed on with Asher and his kind, did you?
Listen,
You're not the first to win their freedom and forget where they came from.
it's not that easy. Let's see here. Did you know the cure is actually a baby?
Of course I knew, you dolt. I also know it's the only chance we had of finding a cure and ransoming our freedom. If they ever find a cure, do you think they'll share it with us? Of course not. Why waste medicine on people you'll just work to death anyway?
I can't believe you were going to steal a fucking baby from her loving parents. Your riot isn't going to change anything. I'm through talking with you. But we're going to use the child at heart option because we have this one. It's unique.
It's not like we were going to harm her. We just needed to kidnap her for our freedom. Look, sometimes these things have to happen. Okay. Werner was the one who wanted to steal the baby. I just wanted our freedom. I didn't think about what it would take. Werner's hiding in the steel yard. Look for a rooftop door in the southwest. There, are you happy? Go! Just stop looking at me like that.
Now you get it. Note added. Stop Werner. We have to stop Werner. He's going to be mad. What's the note here? Werner's note to Medea. M. I've secured a site for the bundle. Have it sent to the shack below the blast furnace in the steel yard. Door will be cleared when the fighting starts and marked with a bright blue light to keep out trogs. Asher and his family will get what's coming to them. So this, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back. I feel like I need to do some. Oh no, actually they said we can come back here. Michael, which Fallout game do you like the best so far? I'm a little on the fence. I think I can't say I like one game the most over the other. Fallout New Vegas probably would be that if I were to say it, and I know that's kind of like probably everybody's answer, but from a gameplay perspective, I think 76 does. It's really fun to play. 76 I think did a really good job world building too. New Vegas I think had like probably one of the more unique stories to it, but 76 I thought had a pretty good solo story as well. Okay, so you're going to, let's see, 2. And I got a bunch of stuff on me. All right, let's do this. It's that. Just gonna store a bunch of stuff that I don't think I'm gonna need. Combat shotgun. These mines, we'll put those up. Hunting rifle. Raider. Trying to keep like all the uniques. If it's the one thing I want to do is I want to leave here with a bunch of unique gear. Okay, scrap metal. Think I got anything here in the miscellaneous I want to keep, but in the apparel, we got a few things here. I don't know if I'll be able to take them all with me, but try. Got the bombshell armor, weighs 15, laborer outfit, leather, rebel. The rest of it's weapons. What do we got that's unique here? We got the man opener. What? The mauler. Mauler is better than the man opener. Okay. And yeah. I think on my person I have pretty much all the unique stuff can get. Yep. I'm good with that. We even picked up a hat of the people, which I thought was kind of neat. Okay. So we need to go over to the steel mill, which is... It's telling us to go to Uptown. Okay, so for hey, I need money. How you doing? The hat of the people. Hey, Hunter Sept, how you doing? Good evening. The next DLC is trying to think how they, so it was Operation Anchorage, the Pit, and then what's it called? Broken Steel? But I think I honestly did the Broken Steel content because that one was kind of out in the regular Capital Wasteland. So I think it's what is it called? Point Lookout, I think is the next one. Where do we gotta go? We gotta go over into the mill. I love how they decorated all this stuff. Look at this. These guys used pencils to give it a mohawk. So why does there have to be a... Why is there an arrow right here? You have every Fallout 3 DLC besides Point Lookout. That's So when I bought this game, it was the Game of the Year edition. So thankfully it came with all of them. Yeah, the interior designs are pretty interesting here. I'm just looking at these arrows here to make sure that there's nothing that's that I should be looking for, you know. I honestly think the writing for the Pit is pretty good. You know, I was just faced with the really difficult, very difficult ethical decision here in this one, where, you know, it's like you find out what the cure is, you know, and it's little baby Marie, and you know, as soon as it dawned on me, and I you know, as I was commenting on it, you know, earlier, you'd hear my reaction where you know, like the sudden realization of like what the cure was, and it was like, oh, you know, because I went into this thinking like, hey, this is a good karma run, right? Like, of course we want to free the slaves. Why wouldn't we? You know. And then you actually see like what's going on here, and then it's like, okay, you know, yeah, it's it really put me in a position where it's like, man, like what do you do, you know? So I think the writing for the Pit is actually pretty good. Who's this guy? Pit slave? So they're all pissed off at me now, but we're gonna get back over to the mill. I'm not even gonna try killing him because I don't want to lose karma. But look at this guy. He's still working, man. I respect him. Man, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do this to me. We gotta come into here. Who's this? Man, this person is chasing me down. All right. This motherfucker over here, he's got a weapon and he decides to run. You know what?
This ends now.
Second. I've lost karma. I feel bad. What's my karma at really quick? We're still Messiah. Okay. So anyways, yeah. You know, the writing in the pit. I didn't expect it. I did not expect that I didn't expect that, you know, a Wilder's man. I wasn't expecting that to turn out the way that it did. Taking the garden gnome. So yeah, I would say like right now, like out of the 2 DLCs that I've done between Operation Anchorage and the Pit, like the Pit definitely is much better written. I think the Pit story is a really good one so far. And actually, I would argue that it's probably, you know, one of the better. Isn't this where I just came from? Oh no, here's all the junk that I left because I couldn't take it with me earlier. I would argue that the Pit story is probably one of the better ones in Fallout 3 so far. There's a few good little hidden gems in Fallout 3 that have some pretty good story arc to it. But yeah, that one. I think one, you know, one of the things that I think is really good, especially when you have the karma system, is when they write stories in a way to where, you know, you have to question yourself, like what do you want to do, you know, what should you do? And I think that's good writing when they're able to achieve that effect. So did I side with Asher or Werner? I sided with Asher because, so I'll say this. I'm doing a good karma run. And while I was just talking about with the story, I actually, to me, it felt like a lose-lose, you know? But I had to sit there and really think about, like, ethically, like, what do I want to do? And ultimately, you know, the way I said it was like, you know, I'm not a monster that steals a baby, you know? Like, I'm not going to do that. So yeah, so we decided to leave without the baby.
Move along, please.
And, you know, and as I left and I seen like all the slaves like fighting the raiders, you know, I immediately started to feel like, man, I feel like I made the wrong decision, but I mean, I don't, you know, it's tough. Let's see, there's an enemy over here. But yeah, so no, I chose not to kidnap the baby. But I sat and thought about it for a minute. You know, I had to sit there and really like kind of think about what I wanted to do.
Is someone there? I knew I heard something.
Dude, who the fuck is this, man? Then I gotta kill all these guys because they're in the way. Well, at least I didn't lose karma over that one. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. It's gonna encumber me. Oh, you know what? I probably should take a couple of these bad boys with me to use to repair, because once I leave this, oh, I guess I can always come back here and find some. He's probably one of the crazy ones. When you say he, Hunter, are you talking about Asher, or are you talking about Werner? Or were you talking about the slave here? Because I didn't lose karma. This, oh, I got you. Okay. Aha! I didn't even see this door here before. You know what? Actually, that reminds me. You see the door over here, the pit underground? I never was able to get in here. I combed the fuck out of this place, and I could not find a key. Now, once I'm done with this game, you know, there's certain things. I'm playing through blind right now, obviously, so I'm not looking any of this stuff up. But like, you know, there's some things that kind of like I feel like I have to like go back and like try to figure out like where did I miss, you know? Oh, you couldn't collect all the ingots due to your lockpicking skill. So I ended up finding them all, but yeah, we came into this level, we came into this DLC pretty stacked. Like, you know, I've done I've done just about everything in the game before I decided to do the DLCs. So so we had all the skills and everything, but I still couldn't figure out how are we supposed to get into this pit underground over here. That's gonna drive me nuts. There's probably a key hidden somewhere that I don't know where it's at. I'll blind him with my Pit-Boy light. All right, Werner. You.
Ah, you finally made it. I've got everything ready, and there are plenty of tests to run, so hurry up and put the... Wait. Where's the cure? Did you lose it? Where is that little bastard?
You know, if he would have told me from the get-go, like, that this whole plan involved kidnapping a baby. Moriarty's rival. Oh, really? Like, did she ever talk about Werner before? Or I can't remember all of her dialogue, but it'd be interesting. But if he would have told us from the get-go, like what it entailed, instead of trying to put us in the situation, you know, if you're confronted with that type of decision, you know, what do? Do you kidnap a baby? Or, you know, like, he could have been upfront with us, and then I could have said, like, you know, what are you gonna do with the kid, right? And he's like, oh well, like we're gonna give it back, you know. Then I probably might not have felt as bad, but even still, the accent Moriarty and him have are similar accents. Oh no, you said Moriarty. Sorry, I'm thinking Myra. I was confusing it. Myra from the Wastelander Survival Guide. I gotcha. Yeah. Kidnap the baby. Total anarchy. Yoda. I didn't kidnap the baby. Good evening, Yoda, by the way. Okay, your plans are over. Asher knows everything. You never told me it meant kidnapping Werner. You could have been upfront with me.
Oh, boo fucking who? You don't think bringing those bastards down is worth getting your hands dirty? No, I guess you're okay with torturing, slaving scum like that, just so long as you don't have to make a decision, huh?
Man, and this is going south pretty quick, too. Huh. That's it, huh? That's it. That's all the decisions we got here. Do we just leave? Or do we tell him to leave? You know what? I'm going to let bygones be bygones and say, you know what? We played your game, but you weren't upfront with us. If you were upfront with me about what you needed to do, you could have told me the whole story. If you didn't know what it was, that'd be a whole nother thing, right? But he knew the whole time. He knew, and he chose to keep that from us.
You're just gonna be their tool right up to the bloody end, aren't you? Bye-bye, tool. There you are.
Ah! You son of a bitch. Ah! That's what you get, man. You could have just left it at power plant key. There we go. He had the power plant key. He could have just left it alone, man. He could have just left it alone. He could have decided, you know what? Let's just walk away. But no. You had to try to take me out. You knew. Now that you think about it, he kind of sounds like a pirate. Yeah, he was a scumbag, man. I feel, don't get me wrong, man. I feel for the slaves. I really do. They put you in that situation. Hey, Hunter, how you doing? You didn't even know I was live until right now. Man, dude, YouTube, I don't know what's going on with YouTube for you. Yeah, I've been live for about 45 minutes now. I'm sorry, man. I wish I knew like how to fix that, but I don't. Hunter, yeah, there's two Hunters. I'm gonna have to figure you two out because Hunter Motto's been around for a bit. So we're gonna go Hunter M and Hunter Sip. Hunter C. We'll go Hunter M and Hunter C. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. But yeah, so he has a crib right here ready for her to go. Yeah, Hunter M, man, like I gotta tell you, the turn in the story, you know, with once the realization came to me what the cure was. You guys are both #1 in my book. But just to distinguish between you two, it's Hunter M and Hunter C. But yeah, like let's see. So I got the power plant key now. But yeah, like earlier, Motto, like when the realization hit me, like what the cure actually was, like I had to stop and really think about it for a minute. I was like, damn, this is good story writing. I think I really like the way they did the Pitt story. And so here's what I was trying to think. Here's what I was trying to say earlier. You know, for how, I don't want to say for how short this DLC is, but for how compact this story is in here. This is what happened, right? Yeah, no, exactly. You were telling me that. You said, oh, like I may change my opinion about how I was going to deal with the cure, right? And I'm glad you did not spoil this for me because it really hit me. Like if you go back and watch the VOD, you're going to see my reaction of what happened the moment that I realized like what it was, right? But yo, hey Nico, how you doing? Slicker, man, I haven't seen you in a what's going on, man? You just got off a phone call? I hope you're let's see, it's morning time over there right now, I believe, right? Hope your morning is going good. So here's how they in such a short time span were able to craft like a really good storyline, right? And it starts from like the moment you get to the pit. From the moment you get to the pit, you know, you have to disguise yourself as a raider. You come in and you're basically forced into, you know, into a lower status. There's nothing you can do to fight it. I tried to fight it. You guys see me try to fight it. I came in here, I killed those 3 dudes, and I came into the pit, and I still got my ass beat, everything taken from me, and was regulated to going around and picking up fucking ingots. I picked up ingots for like 2 hours to try to find all 100 of those damn ingots, right? You know, but they really put you in that situation. You got a chance to talk to Medea. You got a chance to talk to all the other slaves that are around there and really see what life is like for them, what they're dealing with, you know. They're dealing with the trogs. They're dealing with everything down here. They're treated like shit. And you're living through that. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're stuck here. No one's going to come get you. You can't just be like, oh, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm going to leave. No, you have to fight for your life here. So you really get put into a position of like kind of seeing what the slaves are going through. And, you know, and then you fight for your freedom. You know, you go into it's like Dead Money from New Vegas. It's just not as brutal, man. Dead Money is like the most brutal DLC that I've had to play so far. So then you fight for your freedom and you come up and you meet Ashura and then you remember in the back of your mind, you're like, you know, you build a hatred for these raiders, you know, because they treat you like shit. They talk to you like shit. You know, they're like, you know, like, hey, you're a scab, you're a scum. You know, what are you doing? Don't look at me. Look down. Da 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 da. You know, it's, you know, I remember when I ran back into that Red Up guy, you know, that kicked my ass when I first came into the pit, you know, like, yeah, we executed his ass, man. We enacted some paladin justice against him, you know? And so you go through all of this. Keep in mind, this is, you know, we're only talking over the span of like a couple hours here. And I spent most of that time trying to find those ingots, right? You know, so when we look about how compact of a story is and how powerful, you know, from an emotional standpoint it is, you know, and then you remember why you're here. You're here to try to find this cure. You're here to try to free the slaves. And then you go in and you find out like the cost of what you have to do, you know. You're not enabling someone else to do this. You have to be the one to kidnap that baby. You know, you have to look it in the eye and take it. And that type of story writing I think is really good. So like honestly, like this DLC I thought was actually pretty good. The Trogs were some of the most creepiest enemies that I've seen in any of the Fallout games, you know. So yeah, I really like this one a lot. Sorry about my little rant there, but I just kind of had to talk about like I had to talk about this DLC for a little bit. I do want to go into this now that I have the key to the power plant. I want to go over there and see what's there. This DLC did remind me a lot of Dead Money, and I can easily see where let's see, we don't want to go this way. Let's see. After I complete the DLC, check the ammo machines. There's ammo machines. See if we can get down here. Man, this guy's still dead, dude. No one's picked his ass up. Here, let me like at least move him into a better position here so he's not like he's hanging on for dear life. He's like, "No, don't let me go. I don't want to go." I'm sorry, buddy. I'm trying to get you into a better spot. Do not take me. Do not do it. He's man, dude, this guy's got the death grip from hell, man. He will not he just doesn't want to do it. All right, well, you know. There. Look, I'm just trying to be fair about stuff here, man. You just, you know, we killed you, or you died somehow. I don't remember how you happened, but at least let's at least, you know, make this kind of better for you here. There. Okay. Oh, so I was say, so yeah, Dead Money. So I can easily see where they got the inspiration for Dead Money from this DLC. But Dead Money was like way worse. Dead Money was yeah. You know, like it was the what the thing with Dead Money is it was the explosive collar.
Move along, please.
And not only the explosive collar, but it was also those what the hell are they called? The hologram dudes, you know, because you couldn't fight them, you know, like they could attack you, but you couldn't attack them, right? So you were just, you know, games where you can't fight back or your movement's restricted and stuff, like those ones are scary, you know. And Dead Money was up there. Okay, so 341, 42. Let's save it here. 342. All right. Let's see what's in here. We have now entered the under. It's a steel yard. The other DLC, Big Mountain, is inspired by these DLC. Big Mountain, the old world blues. And if you, let's see, who was it that said? Someone said, yeah. Someone said earlier that the next, I think it was I Need Money. I think it was I Need Money said that the next DLC, Point Lookout, was like one of the longer ones. But like, I'll be honest, Old World Blues was like super long for me. If you guys go and look at like my VODs for what I uploaded for Old World Blues, I think I spent like 16 or 18 hours in Old World Blues. Like all the other DLCs probably were like 8 hours a piece, if that, you know? But Old World Blues, yeah, it was like 16 or 18 hours if I recall. I think I put like, I think I did like 8 or 9 videos in Old World Blues. It was that, and that was like my favorite one too. Overworld Blues was really good. I mean, honestly, all the DLCs in New Vegas were good. It's not like any of them were bad, man. Man, dude, there's can we just talk about like what I just stumbled across here? Like, do you see this? Do you see this pile of bodies here? At least we're hidden, but like, good God, man. These trogs. There's these guys right here too. Oh. Man, dude, these things are creepy. Okay, anyways. Overworld Blues, you spent like an entire day and you still didn't finish it? Yeah, it took me a hot minute, but I did everything in that DLC. Like when I go back and look at my New Vegas playthrough, like I don't want to say like I 100%ed it because I didn't get all the achievements, but but I did pretty much everything that you could in the game for the most part, you know. Minus all the endings. Like I only did one ending to it, but I tried to do like as much as I could. Why can't we get over here? Can we shoot these guys? Hold on a second, let me shoot these guys. Slicker, how's things going over on your side of the world today? Let's see, let me use my perforator here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right in the butt. Okay. Imagine if you were playing this in VR. The jump scares. You 100% all the fallouts. So I definitely can't, I don't want to say I can't, but like, I think some of the trophies, some of the achievements are probably just ones that, quite honestly, like I just don't want to spend the time trying to do. So, yeah, I don't think we can get back over here. So I will say that like when I approach these, at least for New Vegas and 3, I've tried to do all the side quests. I've tried to explore all the areas. But that's about it. I won't like I'm not trying to get all the achievements because some of them are like a lot. Like you look at like Fallout 4 and you got to get that one achievement that like is like perfect karma or not perfect karma but like a perfect settlement rating or something like that. Like yeah, you know, some people say, "Oh shit, man." Sorry, that scared the fuck out of me. VR. You were saying VR, man. VR. That would scare the shit out of me. I'd have a heart attack. Slicker, you said you just been cleaning up, doing some washing, but you're getting ready for February, and you're gonna start some job searching. Good luck, buddy. I hope you find something. Are you looking for like a work from home type of a situation, or are you trying to find something else? Let's see here. I should do them after the game is done. Enjoy the game more. Are you talking, Hunter M? Are you talking about the getting all the achievements? You remind me of my friend Yoda. Friend Yoda's like, you need to get all achievements, and I'm like, oh man, that's a monumentous task, you know. Are they running? All achievements, right, Yoda? Got a pencil on him. Oh, okay. I got you, Slicker. I will say best of luck, man. Fuck, I see another dude. Oh, wow. Here, you know what? We're gonna go back to the mauler. Is this sucker? This will tear some shit up. Oh, good lord. Let's see here. It gives me a reason to play. It gives you a reason to play New Vegas, and if you're too strong, all enemies will run from you. This guy's trying to headbutt me, man. I like how they like come guns a-blazing at you straight with their head. Now these guys had drugs on them. If I ever do a New Vegas playthrough again, I probably will. I probably might try to do a. Is it survival mode? Which one? I don't remember what it's called. Which is the one that that adds like weight to ammunition and you gotta eat food and stuff? Or is it like hardcore mode or something? Like I might try that. Oh. Oh my god, man. Dude, these things are creepy, man. Ugh. And they move so fast too. Wait a minute, did this one not die? Holy Christ, man. I'll take my bobby pins. My metro ticket. Is it hardcore mode is crazy hard in New Vegas? I bet you it would be. You know, like playing Fallout 76, I would like to say that I got kind of used to having to manage my weight with ammunition and stim packs. And maintaining food and water, but New Vegas probably takes it to a whole nother level, you know, town. Did we go? Oh, a second. Let me see what's over here really fast. Fuck! Oh shit, dude! That scared the Christ out of me. Dude, I'm not ready for this tonight. This is too much. This is too much right now. It's dark. Where's the others at? There's just two more down here. Where are they at? There they are, right there. Slicker, you said, what's some of the best old school games for PS2 and Xbox 360? So, unfortunately, I never owned an Xbox 360. PS2? Can't go wrong with, well, it depends on what kind of games you like, but, Metal Gears had a couple interesting games on PS2. You had like Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid like 3. Kingdom Hearts. You had some good Final Fantasy games on there. PlayStation 2 had some really good games to it. Let's see, Motto, you said you have to literally deal with a negative one out of every state and special. Oh, man. But honestly, Slicker, that's a how should I say this? So PS2 was one of the few consoles that I did not own. I bought a OG Xbox. Played the shit out of Fable and Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2, but I did not own a PS2. A lot of the games I've had to like catch back up on when they re-released them for the PS3, but yeah, there's a lot of games that I missed too during that era because World of Warcraft had came out, and I played World of Warcraft for like 4 years, like 2004 to like 2008. Oh shit, man! I didn't even see that mine there. You say Blackout, Call of Duty, Halo, Metal Gear games, Ghost Recon. Yeah. He did. I couldn't tell you about Xbox 360 though, but like, okay, for Xbox 360, Slicker, I would say a lot of the Bethesda games came out in 360, right? So you had Oblivion, Morrowind, Fallout 3, all the DLCs, New Vegas, Fable 2 and Fable 3, I think, came out in 360. Motto, I would tell you, Knights of the Republic is a fantastic game. I almost want to just dust off my old Xbox and replay those just for the hell of it, because like they had really good story elements to them. It's like those are like two games that I wish that they would do like a remaster for, you know, on like current current consoles. Is that it? You said you're talking with a friend from Holland right now, and he's in. Keep on talking about them and recommend them to him. Okay. Yeah. There's probably some others, but I think it depends on what kind of games you're into. I like I didn't pick up a butter knife. I like RPGs, so a lot of the games I rattled off were, you know, were like RPGs and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm sure there's like, you know, PS2 and Xbox 360 era were definitely, you know, some golden years. They had, some pretty good games that came out. Must plays though, if you're a Star Wars fan, and you like, you know, like the lore of Star Wars and stuff canon, I would definitely say Knights of the Old Republic is a really good game to play. Both of them. Fable, I think the Fable series probably like up there. If you like Final Fantasy, I would say Final Fantasy 10, not 10-2, but 10 probably. I need to play through all of it, but I've heard it's pretty good. From the little that I've played, I thought it was pretty decent. Metal Gear, I love that. The Metal Gear games are always good. They have such good stories to them. Let's see, did I come from this way, or is this it's a different way here? You have both of them, Hunter, but you have to. Let's see, you have to go play them when you got time. You get addicted to Star Wars games pretty easy. So I remember downloading I remember downloading the Old Republic, but I didn't really play it though. I feel like I should give it a try. I heard the Old Republic has like a really amazing storyline to it. Yeah, I remember creating a character. I just couldn't. I think at the time I just didn't give it. Shit, dude, where are these things coming from? They're just like multiplying. I just didn't really give it a lot. Well, okay, I'll tell you what my first issue with it is. My first issue with Knights of the Republic is. Why did my screen turn red? My first issue with Knights of the Republic is I have to play on keyboard and mouse, which is kind of hard for me. It's not impossible. I just got to get used to it. I'm so used to playing games with controller. So, and Slicker, I definitely appreciate it, man. I'll try to keep playing some of these old school games that I haven't gotten around to playing, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. You know. But yeah, the Old Republic. I got to play on keyboard and mouse, so that was kind of hard for me. I was trying to get used to it. Hey, Liquid Cooler, how you doing? I think that. Oh, and then at the time, I was playing like another MMO. I was playing Final Fantasy 14 a lot, so I just didn't dedicate a lot of time to it. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm trying to. Broken terminal. And that, okay, it was dummy terminal. Whoa! Dude, where are these things coming from, man? Dude, I swear, I'm clearing this area out. But, they're just showing up. Yeah, a friend of mine, Hunter, played the Old Republic quite a bit, and they told me it was a really good game. I just would need to dedicate the time to be able to do it. It's not so much hand problems. I think it's just I need to get used to playing like on a keyboard and mouse. Like I bought like an MMO mouse, I think specifically for that game. But yeah, I would just need to play around with it. I just wish they maybe like adapted it for controller. Let's see, this is an exit right here. I don't want to say adapted it, but like that it was adaptable for controller. Let's see, normally there's like a switch that we can press to open this up, so I think I'm missing it. Yeah, I'm not gonna make any promises, but maybe, you know, maybe at some point in the future I can try some Old Republic. Is there not really a switch to get out this way? That's very interesting. It says Uptown, but I do not see a switch anywhere. You said you think there's a way to use controller for Old Republic? Liquid, I am totally with you, man. Remasters of Knights of the Old Republic would be fucking amazing, you know? Maybe you can't go out this way. This is like the first time I've come across one of these that doesn't have a little switch for you to activate. Which is strange, because it's clearly. Oh. Yoda, are you still here? Did you play Old Republic with keyboard and mouse, or were you able to figure out controller? Yeah, Liquid. I own both of them on the original Xbox as well. Definitely amazing games. Obsidian actually developed Knights of the Old Republic 2. So the same developers and creators of Fallout New Vegas. I guess you can't go out this way. What kind of bullshit is this? It's even telling us uptown. I feel like you should be able to like mess with some kind of control here to be able to open this up, but am I dumb? Missing something here? Let me make sure. I hate like looking around for these things, and it's like in plain sight, and I'm like, oh, there it is, you know. But I clearly do not see a freaking switch anywhere. Maybe I had to activate it from somewhere else. Yoda used keyboard and mouse for Old Republic. Okay, yeah, I'd have to just learn how to use keyboard and mouse. I also, yeah, I don't know how the community is in Old Republic. My brief exposure to it, it wasn't like a super friendly community, especially to newbies. But you know, it is what it is. I think I'm just so spoiled with Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 is extremely is pretty friendly to new players. Very friendly to new players. So like if you come in and you don't know what you're doing, you know, there's a lot of people that flock to your help, you know. Yeah, I think it's the other way. I didn't know there was another way to get in there, but now I got to figure out where I'm going. I'm just surprised that there wasn't a switch, you know. I do want to play Liquid. I do want to play the Outer Worlds. I don't know if you've played that. That's an Obsidian game. Blue pass card. I wonder if I needed a blue pass card. Maybe that's was it. Let me go back over here really fast. Maybe that was what I needed. And it looks like there's also something over here that I didn't explore fully. Leave it to be like a random trog that had a blue pass card. So we have a red and a blue pass card now. And I'm not too sure what you use them on. Maybe it was for the Protectatrons. That's the only thing I can think of, but I don't know for sure. Hunter M, you said you played Outer Worlds and you loved it a lot? No, it doesn't. It doesn't go up in there either. Huh. Very interesting. All right. Well, I'm freaking lost in here now. So. Yeah. So I have Outer Worlds on my list of games that I want to play, specifically because it's an Obsidian developed game. So I want to go ahead and play that one. I don't know anything about it other than it looks like some kind of like Fallout in space maybe or something, but that's literally all that I know about the game, and that's probably a wrong characterization of the game, but we'll leave it at that. When I play the game, I want to try to be as blind as possible about it, but I'll get to it eventually at some point. Look at my map here, make sure that I'm... It's so weird. Was there... There must have been a switch somewhere. I'm really kind of surprised that I couldn't go out that way. What's my quest telling me I'm supposed to do? Return to Asher? Sorry, I'm checking. You said Obsidian's killing it in the development department. They don't cater. Yeah, you know, I was actually talking about this with a friend of mine. I'm really surprised that you can't get through there. So I'm gonna use Bethesda as a well, no, I'm not gonna use Bethesda as a good example. I'm gonna use Dragon Age. I think is a good example. So Dragon Age just released the Veilguard, and I haven't played it yet, but you know, let's just say that it didn't get quite the reviews maybe that like I think that the people thought it was gonna get. It wasn't the game that a lot of people thought it was gonna be. Let's see, so we can go back this way. So here's the thing about Dragon Age, you know. I played the first 3 Dragon Age games, and the original game, Dragon Age Origins, like, the magic was there in that game. That was like one of the best ones from a storytelling perspective and a gameplay perspective. And it just seemed like they kept trying to change the game, and I feel like they were trying to
Move along.
they were
please.
trying to like change the game to adapt to like capture wider audiences, right? And I think that was most prominent in the most recent game is they were trying to appeal to a more massive, wider audience, and they've completely ditched what was the magic that created Dragon Age Origins that a lot of people really loved. And I think maybe it just didn't do as well because of that. Now, I'll make a comparison to one of my favorite studios, From Software. And From Software, you know, has developed, you know, when they first came out with Demon Souls, you know, Demon Souls wasn't even you can go and look it up on YouTube, but Demon Souls, like the not the developers, not From Software, but the execs, they didn't want to allow Demon Souls to be released. They were like, this game's too hard, you know, people aren't going to want to buy this shit, you know. But they ended up releasing it, and then wouldn't you know it, like, you know, it caught on. And then so then they came out with Dark Souls, and with Dark Souls it was the same thing but even harder, you know. And I guess what I'm trying to get at is, like, From Software has not deviated from their system. They've only continued to build upon it, and they've created a whole genre. There's now the Souls-like genre, you know, type of games. They don't make, you know, you can't make save files. You can't save scum it. You don't have difficulty settings. You can't pause the game. That's been consistent in every single one of their games. You can't pause a Souls game. It doesn't work like that. You can't, you know, it's, if you die, you die. You know, you learn through the pain, and that's the way that they've done it. They've never catered to appeal to a wider audience. They've made the wider audience come to them. And that's what's made them successful, is they haven't changed that, you know. They've only tried to just improve on the games that they've made. And I think like there's some game developers that bend and buckle to the pressure of, like, oh, we need to mass appeal, and so they make these drastic changes in games, and it ultimately changes the core character of the game that people, you know, come to love. That's just my opinion.
Man, you killed the fuck out of Gruber.
I did. So, my opinion, but that's just the way I see it, you know. And I'm not saying it's good or bad or whatever, but, like, there's still, like, enemies over here. Save me, somebody. I don't want to kill this guy and lose karma. Bone.
Run for it! Keep fighting!
Man, these raiders are not super helpful. They don't fight at all. Gotta figure out which way I'm going. Oh man, dude, he's right on me. Is he gonna follow me out? He's not. Okay, let's see if we can... Oh, I gotta go back in there? I'm so confused now. Hold on a second. Oh, you know where I'm supposed to go? This guy's still pissed at me. Uptown. That's where I gotta go. I know where I'm going now. I know exactly where I'm going now. Got a little confused here. But it should be right over here. Bone. I got a bone to pick with you. You're supposed to help me. Oh, Marco died. Hold on. He didn't have anything unique. Okay, we're gonna run this way. Save me!
Live to fight again!
Live to fight again! He's running. Okay. And I ran all that way. Pitt Underground, abandoned apartments. It's probably that place right there. I'm gonna go over there and see, just because I'm really curious. Let's see, is there a shortcut I can take? Yeah, we could probably go this way. You can understand that they improved their main character so much that it's difficult to tell them apart from the past self. Yeah. So we'll see what Bethesda ends up doing with Fallout 5, but you know, they may make some drastic changes based off of experience with Starfield, experience with Elder Scrolls 6. We'll have to see. They're probably taking away a lot of lessons learned from Fallout 76, you know. I think there's man, this guy's hurting right now. Can I give you a stim pack?
You up to something, huh?
These guys are still hostile toward me. This is where we were supposed to come out from, was over here. I kind of wondered. I went in here earlier when I was playing, and yeah, I didn't know. I didn't really understand like what we were supposed to do. But clearly, there's a oh, maybe not. Fuck if I know, man. There should be a... Oh, it's right here. This is it right here. So, where is the... Where's the switch? Is the game just glitched for me, or is there actually not a way to open this up? Do they literally expect you to run all the way through there and not be able to get in? I can't, like, I'm not the... The sink? Huh. Yeah, I was thinking maybe the sink or something, but I don't know. Maybe my game is glitched. Maybe I was supposed to find like a yellow key card, because we found like a red and a blue one, you know. But I don't know. Oh, there's a workbench in here. Son of a bitch. Okay. I was wondering if it was going to have a workbench in here to be able to make some stuff. Anyways, there it is right there. If you're in the pit and you want to make stuff, workbench is in the probably what there is a power plant. I'm just surprised that you can't, like, the two connect, but Yeah. Still folding, huh, Slicker? Alright, let's go talk to Asher. Someone is supposed to open it for you. Oh, so apparently if you take the route that I took, then it's not gonna work for you. Oh no, did my game freeze on me? Okay, I'm gonna save. Alright, let's go talk to this guy. How's it going?
I knew I could trust you, and I wasn't disappointed. Werner's been stopped. The workers are returning to their rightful place. The pit has a bright future ahead of it, and so do you.
Okay. What do you mean about the city's future?
Now that Marie's back, we have a chance at
Marie
curing
never
the
left.
disease that's been ravaging the pit since the bombs. Without it killing our kids, we can grow like a real city. No more bringing in slaves. No more forced labor. Things can get better. It's taken me a lot of work to rebuild this city. With your help, it's finally going to have a chance.
So what's gonna happen to the workers?
Right now, nothing. Until we can reproduce a treatment from Marie, they'll have to keep working. Otherwise, this city falls apart. But once we do have a cure, things will be different. We won't need to kidnap people for our city. We'll be able to grow naturally. Until then, this is the way it has to be. It's just what has to be done.
Huh.
You've kept the city in one piece and put a stop to Werner's plans. Yeah, I guess you've earned one. As a full citizen of the pit, you'll have full access to the ammo press in the mill. It's how I keep
the
my
ammo
soldiers
press. That's
well
what you were
armed.
talking about, Hunter. Okay.
So make good use of it. And I think Sandra's made some progress with the cure. So here's a little something to help with radiation.
Let's see, Liquid. You said you always choose to be a chaotic good player in Fallout or Elder Scrolls. Not a full-on good guy, but an anti-hero. That would be a fun way to play, actually. I think before I do like a Fallout, like maybe my next Fallout game, I should try to choose, you know, like a RP style or something like that, and try to figure out how to like stick to that. Because most of the time when I play RPGs, I'll be honest, I usually take like the good guy route, and you know, maybe sometimes that can get a little boring. I don't know. Some games are kind of hard to just make the wrong decisions too. At least anyways. It just feels wrong. Medical research from the pit has improved your life. Just try not to think of what it may have cost others. Yeah, we don't want to think about it. So what do I do now?
That's up to you. We'll keep working on the cure and keep the city running. You're free to come and go as you like. Of course, you can help out at the mill by collecting metal from the steel yard. It helped lighten the load on the workers. And if you want to work on Sandra's good side, you can always bring her toys for Marie. It's a little thing, but it'd make a difference.
Where did you get that power armor?
This thing? It's a relic from my time with the Brotherhood of Steel decades ago. It's been through so much that they'd hardly recognize it as one of theirs. A little like me, come to think of it.
Do you ever miss the Brotherhood of Steel? So he's a former BOS guy, huh?
Not in the slightest. During the Scourge, we looted the pit and left the rest of it to rot. I was just a dumb convert who got stuck here afterwards. See, beneath it all, the Brotherhood's just lazy. It's easier to loot a dying city than to work to bring it back to life. So that's what they did. They're so obsessed with the technology of the past, they don't care what needs to be done for today and tomorrow. It takes real hard work to rebuild and run a city. But there isn't a machine to do it for them, so the Brotherhood isn't interested. Good riddance.
Interesting. It was kind of fun today earlier when I was streaming to go and hop over in the pit on Fallout 76. I had never been in there before, so and I hadn't played Fallout 76 in months either, so I was extremely rusty. But yeah, it was kind of cool to go and see that. It's I'd have to go back and look, but I kind of was getting a little bit of the story, but like, yeah, this story in this DLC has been really good.
My little Marie is the very picture of health, and eventually, she'll make it possible for a new generation of healthy babies in the pit. You know, I always wanted to make the pit a strong city, but that was because I wanted to make my mark on the world. But when Marie was born, that changed. Now she's my reason to make the pit succeed, because she's depending on it. It's just something a parent has to do for their child. You understand?
I have to go now. I don't want to say I understand. It's just I have to go. Sorry.
Walk proud. You're an ambassador of the pit.
Okay. Can I take what's in your safe? Should be able to get some stuff to her.
Make it quick, would you?
Make it quick. I'm gonna give you some toys. What would it help if I brought you toys?
Oh, you'd be such a lifesaver. A happy Marie means I can get some sleep once in a while. She seems to really enjoy teddy bears. She just can't seem to get enough of them. Bring as many as you can, and I'll make sure you're well paid for the effort.
This is like Harold. I think that's what his name was. The pillow guy in the Statesman Hotel. He couldn't get enough pillows. Every time he's like, oh, I stubbed my toe on air, and I have to go to the emergency room, and I'm gonna sue the hotel over this, and I demand like 10 pillows. Please bring them. And then you go over to the hospital, and you find out that there was like Harold, the patient. You know, basically they're like, oh, we brought this guy into the ER because he apparently stubbed his toe, and he's fine. There's nothing wrong with him, but we're treating him. He stole all the pillows. He has like 26 pillows. And it was just so funny to read all those stories that this guy had like a thing about pillows. Okay, teddy bear delivery for Marie. Here you go.
Thanks. And Marie says thanks too.
30 caps added. Thank you. That was Marie.
My little angel is just the healthiest baby in the world. She just couldn't be doing better. Wish I could say the same about the research for a cure, but that can't be rushed now, can it? Honestly, it'd help us all if she got some new toys to play with. The happier she is, the easier it is for me to do research.
Okay, I have to go.
Oh, you take care out there.
You too. Okay. That's it, huh? That was the last quest. So we can come and go as we please to the pit.
I'm glad you're on our side.
So we can go back to the mill and get
Bet you think you're better than us, don't you?
and talk some shit some more. People have accidents around here, you know, all the time. I've seen it. You know, one thing you know, you stub your toe, and that lands you in the emergency room. You might not make it out. I don't know if you've seen the type of medical care that you can get around here, but it's not the best. Okay, let's see. So we need to get back to... I think what the quickest way back over here is. Downtown the mill. So we want to go back over to the mill. Oh, I thought the game froze on me. I was like, what the hell? Man, dude, these... oh, did I go the right... No, I'm going the wrong way. These abandoned apartments. There was a lot of stuff up there, but that's where we found the hat for the people. And yeah, I think it was a Chinese safe house. You know, they had Chinese weapons.
How'd you make it out of the hole?
Yeah, they had the Chinese apparel, the Chinese weapons, and there was something else that was also. I was trying to think about all this, the little clues, but yeah, I think it was a Chinese safe house. Let's see, the mill is this way. So there's some ammo press machines that we can use in here now, huh?
Thought you could hide, huh? Die, slave!
Man, he must.
You should've messed with me.
He must really hate me. To come all this way. Take the medics. Sorry, buddy. Okay, let's see. Where is these ammo press machines at? It's probably. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I think it's. I think I remember seeing it before. There is. Let's see. I remember seeing the terminal for it somewhere. I think it's like over here. This might be it. Ammo press terminal. Alright, let's see what this does. Operating instructions. Load ammo or raw metal into material bins. Use terminal to select ammo type to press ammo. Retrieve newly pressed ammo from. Wait a minute, how does this work? We just put load ammo or raw metal into the materials bin. Use terminal to select ammo type to produce. Raw metal, huh? Let's see. Liquid, you said the thing you love about Fallout 4 is making bullet farms to manufacture ammo. I didn't realize you could do that. Scrap metal. Put some scrap metal in here and see what happens. Dynamite! You kidding me? Shotgun shell selected. Ready to convert material to new ammo type. Calculate production run. Yo. So I got 4 rounds. I was gonna say I know what to do with all those, so you can convert ammo. So like, wait a minute. Okay, hold on a second. So if I, let me test something here. Let me do a save really fast. So you mean to tell me that I can take BBs and I can make some fucking shotgun shells out of this? No, that's not usable. Okay, okay, I was gonna say. See, but huh. And I found quite a bit of ammo. It's just 44 rounds that I don't really have a lot of, which, you know, I'm not really too sure what I would want to sacrifice. Like, let me see something really quick. I saved it, so I want to see. Ammo production. Want to make 44 Magnum. Calculate production run. It will produce over 200 rounds. It better. Man, I'm giving up like 1,200. What was it? 1,232. I don't know. I don't know if that seems worth it. I thought I was gonna get like a 1-for-1. 1,200. It's like, yeah, you're gonna get over 200 rounds. Okay, so downtown, the hole. Well, that's pretty cool. We could use that. Let's see, is this anything over here? Doesn't look like it. That might be worth coming back to at some point. That buy's gone flying. This was a pretty good DLC. I'm gonna say this one was definitely up there.
Better not waste my time.
Oh yeah, these guys are still dead. They took all my stuff though. Oh, the Foot Locker's gone. Nex. Yeah, that's the dude. We punched him to death. Oh, there's a weapon up there. Probably can't get it though. Really see a way to be able to like jump up there somehow. Ugh. Yeah, that sucks. How does this guy get up there? He's got to have like a set of stairs or a ladder or something. I don't know, maybe he never comes down. We can't fast travel from here, can we? Oh, look, there's a teddy bear. We might as well take it. Oh, sorry. I'm just like, just looking. Oh, you know, we could probably get up there, actually. I didn't know we could do that. Oh man, all those rads. I'm trying to leave here in peace. They had to get me one last time, didn't they? So yeah, so Point Lookout will be the next one that we're going to do. I gotta figure out what's the start point for it. That wasn't intended to be a pun, by the way. But we'll figure it out. Man, I wish there was like an easier way to get back into here, you know? Is this even the way I'm supposed to go? Shit. It was not. Welcome to the pit. This is where we had to go. Can I fast? So can we? Okay. At least we can do that. We just take this thing, huh? So from here we can just fast travel to... Ah, okay, so we can just fast travel around there. That makes it a little bit easier. This tunnel leads to a complicated network of tunnels and old highways that return you to the wasteland. Travel to the wasteland. Right, and I have to go find something's going on over there. Shooting. We're getting there, Slicker. We're getting there, man. I have a handful of areas that I need to go and investigate that I didn't get around to doing just yet, but otherwise we're almost there. This death from above actually might be broken steel or whatever I think it's called broken steel. So we might need to do this one next. I'll look and see. Well, we might need to do that one because I did want to try to do them in the order that they came out. So I'll develop a plan for what we're gonna do. We're either going to do the rest of the broken steel. I think that's what it's called, broken steel. Or, man, these guys, dude, they are leaving me pamphlets. Seriously. It's Cogsworth. Okay. Yeah, so we're either going to do the rest of that, or we're going to go into Point Lookout. If that Paladin Tristan one, that might be what we do, is we might finish the rest of that one. So it kind of messed me up because it wasn't like its own separate location. It was just kind of like, it seemed like it was spread throughout the Wasteland stuff still. I think maybe like the Aqua Cura was part of the Broken Steel, so it wasn't like a kind of a traditional DLC in the sense that you go into like a different location. But that's all right, you know. I kind of did it a little bit out of order. Yeah, let me give it the old save here. So yeah, so next time we'll pick it back up from there, and we're getting a little bit closer to finishing this game. So it's been pretty awesome, and I do have some pretty good things to say about the Pitt DLC. Pitt DLC was definitely was a little bit better than what I expected it to be. I guess I didn't have any expectations going into it, but yeah, I was pretty shocked with the story writing that they came out with it. So, all right, y'all. Hey, it is late over here. I appreciate y'all staying up with me and watching. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we will catch you later. Okay? Have a great night.